Welcome to another fantastic episode of Small Business Celebrations Meat and Potatoes, a show where we do a deep dive into one particular subject, but we're welcoming a brand new guest to our audience. Yes, it's the legendary Outlaw 95.9 FM, where you can listen to Small Business Celebration Meat and Potatoes every Saturday morning here on Outlaw 95.9. But we couldn't do this without our presenting sponsor or our location sponsor. At Oliver & Associates Real Estate, we know that buying or selling a home isn't just a transaction, but a life moment. That's why they're committed to building relationships that last. They take the time to completely understand your needs, your dreams, your stories, so that you can find not just a house, but a home. Give Oliver & Associates a call at 661-808-3444 or reach them at realtor.us today. Today's Meat and Potatoes episode location is brought to you by Modern GG Gallery, an ultra-modern art gallery located in downtown Bakersfield, California, featuring the artworks of modern abstract artist Johnny Ramos. Whether you're looking for artwork for your office, your home, whether you're looking for artwork for your office, your home, or a postcard you can give as a thank you note, go to Modern GG Gallery, located at 900 18th Street in Bakersfield, or give them a call at 661-840-8729, or email them at art@moderngg.com today. Welcome back to Small Business Celebrations Meat and Potatoes, and our guest this week is Kevin Burton, the Chief Business Officer at Klein, DeNatale, Goldner. Welcome to Small Business Celebration Meat and Potatoes.
Hello, Michael. Good to be here, buddy. Good to be here.
And for visionaries who don't know who you are, like the one or two people who don't know who you are, Who are you and what is it that you do?
I work for Klein, DeNatale, Goldner.
Right.
I help bring in large corporations, large businesses, individuals to our law firm to bring in business and to help them out in their legal needs.
One of the things that makes Klein, DeNatale, Goldner unique is they are business owner centric.
Yes.
What are some of the other services that KDG also provides?
So we provide a ton of business, all your business needs that you ever need for your corporation, setting up S Corps or C Corps or LLCs, LLPs. If you have HR needs as an employer, we're there for you. If you have real estate needs, we can help you through your real estate, through your commercial side, through your residential side. Also, we do estate planning, probate, water and ag, oil and gas, you name it, we're there for you. If you have a lien that can be put on the property, we can put the liens together. But anything corporate business style that you need, even aviation law, we can help you through.
Now, you first joined us on the main show back in episode 55. We're in episode 343 as we're recording this. You were episode 55. You were one of our very first ones, and you're back.
That was back at That was back at the old firm of Klein, DeNatale, Goldner on California Avenue,
right.
Which was just bizarre. I remember that, Mike. I remember that. It's crazy. I was brand new at the firm. I've been here at the firm almost 9 years now.
And Visionaries, this was hysterical because at the time it was an audio-only podcast, because that's all podcasts were at the time. And Kevin had never been on a podcast before, so he shows up in his brand new.
I was in my suit. I was. I didn't know. I never done a podcast. I didn't even know what a podcast was. And you're like, well, you sure look sharp on this right here. I go, we're just recording you, not videotape. And I said, let me take my jacket off real quick because I'm starting to get hot right now. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Michael.
And then he walks into this, and things have changed.
Wow.
Now we got 3 cameras set up and all the lights.
Yeah.
And
This is like I'm in Los Angeles right now. It's literally, I feel like I'm in Los Angeles at like NBC Tonight Show or something right now. It's just crazy.
It's amazing what 6 years will do.
It's crazy. This is amazing. Look at what you.
Well, thank you.
It looks great.
And a big part of it is because we like to invite pillars of the community, people who are actually doing things, because a lot of Visionary Nation out there, they want to learn how to be successful in their business.
Yeah.
And we like to reach out to people who really know their stuff. And I have to admit, you, my friend, are one of those people that has really exemplified moving a business forward by being heavily, not just engaged, but heavily involved in nonprofits in this community.
So this really starts kind of going back to when I worked for Harvey Hall as his public relations director back in 1997.
And he was the late Harvey Hall.
The late Harvey Hall,
who owned
Hall Ambulance. He was the mayor for 16 years, and he really kind of opened up some doors and said, hey, Kevin, I'd like to get you and your brother, my twin brother, both he and I were his public relations directors, will get involved in the community. And so through the Chamber of Commerce, American Heart Association, volunteers at Kern County, we really got involved and said, okay, how do we help evaluate and kind of grow Hall Ambulance? And so from there, as I moved up and then went into my first law firm at Young Wooldridge back in 2000, in November 2000, it was just getting involved in other organizations to really market the business and market who you are and let them know who you are and who you represent.
Why is this so important for the business? Because it's one thing to be involved in a nonprofit because your heart is in it.
Yeah.
You as the business owner, you want to support. But there's also a legitimate business aspect of being involved in the community. What is that?
So I always kind of prioritize it. I say, number one, you're for the company because you represent the company.
Right.
Number two, you represent yourself. Number three, you're really representing that community to make sure that what you're doing is the best thing for the nonprofit and for the community and what they're doing for the community.
Right.
I was always there for either Harvey Hall, Hall Ambulance, or I was there for Young Wooldridge, or I was there when I was at the hospital at Adventist Health, or when I'm here at Klein, DeNatale, Goldner. But it's really doing the right thing for the right cause. And it's suppressing what the needs are for the community and figuring out can the company withstand that and help that through this year and next year.
Right.
with monetary donations.
Make no mistake that there is also very much an association, a positive association of a business being involved, or at least being able to make a face appearance involved with nonprofits.
Yes.
Why is this so important?
It's important because the business itself are made up of clients that have needs in the community for their businesses. But also those businesses are associated with other nonprofits and they have their own love and passion what they're doing. And they want to make sure that the companies that they're being represented by, it be a law firm, be the CPA firm, it be anyone else that they're doing business with, that they're part of this community. Our firm is highly engaged in this community, and that's why I think 98% of our clients that come through the firm are referral based. It's not because we have a commercial. It's not because we're in the magazine.
It's because they saw you at the XYZ event fundraiser and they said, oh, Kevin is somebody I want to do business with.
Exactly. Through those relationships, or just be a client that the firm already has and said, hey, you know what? Contact Klein, DeNatale, Goldner. There are attorneys. They'll help you out. And if we can't help you out because maybe it's a legal area that we don't represent,
right,
like immigration, for instance, we'll refer you to somebody, but we'll make sure it's the highest level attorney at that level.
For those of us business owners who feel uncomfortable about being around people, I tell people all the time that I'm only an actor on YouTube. And the thing that I would like least to be able to do is spend 3 nights out of my 7 at one nonprofit event after another, you know. And we're coming into that season now where how many of these events are you going to between now and December 25th?
So right now I have 17 events scheduled between now and the end of December. But the Christmas events haven't even kicked in yet, which will be a lot more.
Right.
But again, I'm stimulated by people.
Right.
So I enjoy.
For those of us that this is work.
Yeah.
Unlike my beautiful bride who thinks this is the greatest thing in the world, she can't wait to go to these parties.
She loves it. She's like me. We're twins. You don't know that yet. We're triplets. My twin brother Brent and your wife. I love it.
But is this? But for those of us that this is a chore.
For a lot of folks.
What advice do you give us that say this is a necessary evil? Suck it up, Buttercup. Because
Buttercup.
this is what's going to be best for your business.
Find the people that you know in the crowd.
Right.
Interact with them. Folks are going to come by them that know them that maybe not know you. They're going to introduce you to them. You then at that point introduce yourself, what you do, my business card. Love to have you on. This is something new. Never had you before on our podcast. What a great opportunity. That's where it all comes in. It's the same thing with me at the law firm. I'm connected with folks that I know in the group, and then new folks come in and say, "Well, I'm so-and-so. Well, I'm Kevin Burton. I work for Klein, DeNatale, Goldner. Well, oh, you know what? We just started the business. We need to trust. Hey, here's my business card. Give me a call. Give me a direct call. I will get you lined up with the right people." Same thing with an S Corp. It doesn't matter. Find the folks that you know. Folks are going to navigate to them. Then you negotiate and you go through and you figure out who they are and develop that relationship. It's the easiest way of developing relationships because someone that you know knows someone else that you didn't know. Being in that role that you don't like being in, where you're always shaking hands, relax, take a deep breath, and just know that, you know what, this is going to pass in about 60 minutes. You're done. The event's going to be done. You're going home. You're going home.
And maybe with an auction item you pay too much for.
And you can decompress. But at that point in time, you just take it with a grain of salt and you just go with it because you never know. One out of the 15 that you met could be the right person that you needed to meet. Serious. And then from there, it just trickles from there. You don't know.
Now, Eagle Eye Visionaries, you may have noticed something very small, kind of tucked away in the corner that Kevin has brought us. And this is something that Kevin is really, he's an aficionado for. You have got to check this out. For visionaries who don't know what this is, very briefly describe what it is that you have.
I'm a major collector of Abraham Lincoln. Back in the late 1850s through the 1860s, they made these cards with photos that were from actual negatives. I collect Abraham Lincoln. These are his photos from 1858 to 1865. This particular one right here is the penny.
It's the actual picture that
the
engravers based the penny off of.
Exactly.
Wow.
I bought this in an auction. This right here is a photo of Abraham Lincoln when he had spiked hair. And the reason he had spiked hair in 1864 is because they were going through and they were going to do a mold of his face. And so he had really thick hair. If you look at his other photos, he had really thick hair.
Right.
They had to shave it down for these molds that they were making for him.
Why did they make the molds?
So the molds they wanted to have, they've done it for every president. They wanted to have a mold of him. And so they cut his hair down here. And if you look it up, Anthony, the photograph Anthony for short hair Abraham Lincoln, you'll see, and it'll tell you the reason why this was done, and it's because of the mold.
Okay, so I cannot wait to see what our current president looks like when they make a mold of him.
Oh, I can't too. The other photo, you guys, is this right here. This is an 1866 photo
of the White
House.
Wow, and all the shrubbery looks so short.
It does.
Nothing's growing.
Like we were discussing, it looks like little carriages out there, but it's really bushes. And back here on the back of this is a stamp. These stamps back in the 1850s to 1860s, these were taxed, so you had to put a stamp on these to get mailed. And so back here it says
on the back of the card,
1866 right here.
Wow. And you've been collecting these your entire adult life?
Yeah, for several years, really the last 4 years at the higher end ones that I have. And the highest end ones that I have photos, you guys, from the 1850, 1859 that are extremely rare to find. Now, I do not have any of his signed photographs. His signed photographs could be between $80,000 to $150,000 a piece. I have majority of my photos are, in the below the $100,000 mark. I'll tell you that.
Well, you know what this means, Kevin. You have to go get more clients.
I need more clients. I need more clients. I do.
Well, Visioneers, now it's time for the most intelligent person that I know of, the person who is going to join Kevin Burton when he goes to all these different events. Why? Because she loves being with people. See, she gets her energy from being around lots of people. It is now time for Off Script with Tamla.
Welcome to Off Script with Tamala. I'm Tamala, and today I'm joined with Kevin. Hi.
Hello, Tamala.
We can't do Off Script with Tamala without our sponsors. Off Script with Tamala is sponsored by Cazador Consulting. Need elite talent to grow your team? Cazador Consulting Group in Bakersfield is your go-to partner in staffing and direct hires. They don't just build jobs, they build lasting partnerships by listening to your needs and developing top-tier customer services. At Cazador, mutual success isn't a goal, it's the standard. This is more than staffing. It's building your team so you can build your business. Visit CazadorConsultingGroup.com or call 877-800-4622. That's CazadorConsultingGroup.com or call 877-800-4622. And let's build your future together. Hi, Kevin.
Hello.
I haven't seen you in a really long time.
It's been a long time.
You know, I was thinking about you today because I knew I was going to interview you today. And I couldn't think of any questions. And you know why?
Why?
I had no idea what you did. I had no idea what your job was.
I have no idea either.
We've shared meals, we've shared drinks, we've shared laughs.
It's been a long time. It's been really fun. Sometimes we have Michael with us, but
Yeah, sometimes.
Tag along. He's a tag
All
along.
right.
God bless him.
So I guess my real thing, I'm going to tell a secret. I researched you.
You did.
I Googled you.
You did.
I did.
All right.
And I found out some things that I was
Googles.
really impressed with that I had no idea. You worked for the fire service
I did.
for 18 years?
I was a reserve firefighter for 18 years for Bakersfield City Fire.
Uh-huh.
I started in 1991, went through the academy.
Okay.
And then put my time in, worked at Station 7, worked at Station 1, at 4s, at 8, Station 8, and then my last station was at Station 2 by Luigi's right there.
Oh, wow.
And I
okay.
worked there for the last 4 years. I had a great time. And I was a paramedic.
Yeah, I
that
read
time.
that too.
Yeah.
You were also a paramedic.
Yeah, I was a paramedic.
You've been busy.
It was fun. It was good times.
And now you do consulting for...
So I'm the chief business audit for Klein, DeNatale, Goldner. So I really bring in businesses, clients to the firm. Mm-hmm. And then also I oversee the marketing budget with Ryan Bright, who's one of our assistant managing partners. And then also I help on the political side when we have folks who are running for political office run through my division.
Okay.
And then I'll work with some of the equity partners.
I would like to know a little more nitty-gritty, interesting things about you. So would you like to play some games with me?
Sure, I'd love to play games with you.
Okay, so the way this works is you are going to spin my magic wheel.
Okay.
Michael is going to tell us what it lands on, and then I will tell you what the game is.
Wild card.
Wild card. This is where
I
you
like
have to
wild
use
card.
your imagination. Do you have an imagination?
I do.
Are you creative?
I have a twin brother, so I'm very imaginative.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. You guys probably played lots of fun games when you were kids.
We did.
Okay, so you just finished this sentence for me. I never thought I'd have a staring contest with a llama, but...
I have a twin brother.
Is he the llama?
He's a llama.
Is everyone going to be your answer is I have a twin brother?
Depends on what it is.
I thought today would be normal, but then...
I woke up and I thought, goodness, is it October yet? No, it's September. And you know what? I called my twin brother, Brent.
I think I've read that one before. Let's do a different one. Okay. Upside down. I was sure I'd never get challenged to a spaghetti eating contest by a raccoon until
I literally was in a room with a raccoon, which I had no idea he was even there because it was nighttime. I was out taking the trash. I was in a trailer taking the trash out.
Okay.
And the raccoon was there. And what was in the food?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. literally spaghetti, true story, raccoon, Morro Bay. I'll never forget it.
Eating spaghetti? Or just in the room with the spaghetti?
Let's just say that he ate the spaghetti afterwards because it was he and about 3 other friends of his that were ready to pounce on the freaking trash.
Oh my gosh. That's
so
a little
that
scary.
is a true raccoon right there.
Okay.
And there's raccoons where I live right now.
Yeah.
Tons of raccoons out there by Hart Park.
Yes, there are. There are a lot.
They love food.
All right, Kevin.
Right.
I like that. I love raccoons. These are raccoon fingers. I learned that from.
2 truths and a lie.
All right.
Ooh.
I'm going to tell you 2 truths and a lie, and you figure out which one is my lie, and then you get to do it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I have 87 pairs of shoes. I change my jewelry every day, and I sleep with a specific pillow since I was 12-ish.
You have 87 pairs of shoes.
I don't have 87 pairs of
Exactly.
shoes. Woo-hoo! Good job. See?
Thank you.
You know me.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Now you get to tell me 2 truths and a lie.
Let's see. 2 truths and a lie. I'm a gourmet chef.
Mm-hmm.
I delivered 31 babies as a paramedic.
Okay.
I was on the Food Network challenge.
Oh gosh. Gosh. Are you a chef?
I am.
You are a chef. Did you really deliver 31 babies?
I did.
You weren't on the Food Network challenge then?
No.
But see, that went together with you're a chef, and I thought, okay, then he didn't deliver all those babies, but I knew you were a paramedic, so you had to have delivered all those babies.
31 babies. And one of my first babies was what?
Twins.
My daughter Avery,
Your daughter?
who's 28 years old,
Oh
you
my
guys.
gosh.
28 years old.
I have a 28-year-old too.
28 years
We're
old.
twins.
Really?
Yes.
We're twinsies. We're twinsies.
Your brother's gonna be jealous.
Oh, heck yeah. He's going to be jealous. I love it. I love it. All right. Here
Okay.
we go.
What is it?
What is it? Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't
So
like it, Gilly.
Michael's gonna bring us an item that's covered with a cloche. You're gonna remove that cloche. You're gonna tell me what it is, and then I'm gonna tell you what it really is, and then you're gonna tell me how you use it in your business, or how you could imaginatively use it in your business.
Interesting. Okay.
Do, 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 do. Here he comes. The magic cloche. All right. There it is. You can pick it up. You can describe it. You can...
Describe, Kevin,
This-
what you see.
Well, it's
For our radio listeners,
it's something obviously that would be something from. Oh, it's actually a device that opens up. It looks like a jewelry box, but very nice. It has velvet on top and velvet on the sides. Oh, well, it's kind of like a coffin, basically, but something you would see that you may want to put something in here that I might want to put in here, like Abe Lincoln's items that might be haunted. So this is interesting.
all right.
I
I'm
may
gonna-
use this. It is red velvet.
And describe the feet.
The feet are the feet have like lion head. I mean, I can't really see them. Let me get my glasses on. There we go. So they have little lion's feet down below that are not brass, but kind of silver in color that go up the edges. It looks like a coffin that's velvet, and you open this thing up, and here is a skeleton that's dressed in some kind of an outfit with a pearl headgear and a pearl ankle bracelet.
Yeah, it's
I
a very
love
fancy
this.
skeleton.
It's very fancy.
All right, I'm gonna tell you what this is.
Okay.
This is a late 19th century, early 20th century jewelry casket, often called a jewel casket, popular in the Victorian and Edwardian era. These boxes were used to store jewelry or small personal treasures, and when new, they sometimes contained flatware, fine pins, or even a watch. It stands on cast metal feet shaped like winged griffins, mythical guardian creatures often used in Gothic revival design to symbolize strength and protection.
That's awesome, you guys. I love this because here I am bringing Abraham Lincoln, 160-year-old items.
Yep. And when I saw the velvet,
that is so cool.
when I saw the velvet in your penny photograph, it reminded me of this because the velvet on this is really warm.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
And just for fun, I did create a little skeleton dressed up as a fairy. She's got a little crown and gold fairy wings, and she lives in there. And there's a Lego pretzel because that's one of my favorite snacks. I didn't want my skeleton to get hungry, so I gave it a pretzel. But that is a coffin jewelry box. Okay, so Kevin, how would you use this in your business?
So I may use it in the business as saying that, maybe a client has passed on, and we add elements of the client that we said, we'd like to keep in this as memorialize the client. Or maybe it's a client that's not paying this bill, and we just put the bill in there, roll it up, stick it in there, and say, okay, here's the bill. Let's let the bill collectors come after him.
Very good. Very good. That was fantastic. One more game.
All right, one more.
2 more games, possibly. All right.
Okay, here we go.
Am I putting too far away?
Desert Island.
Desert or dessert?
Ooh.
Deserted.
I like dessert. Deserted.
Deserted island makes you think of dessert, right?
Yeah,
but
I love it.
It's a desert. It's a deserted island. Desert island. Why is it called it
I like deserted island.
baffles my brain.
Check in the comments below. What do you think it means?
Yeah. Okay. Tell me 3 things you would take if you were to be stranded on a desert island. Deserted island.
So I obviously would bring some type of, wood matches.
Okay.
I would bring a shovel.
Okay.
And I would bring a flare gun.
Can I ask why you're bringing the shovel?
If I had to dig down for plants, for the roots, if I needed to dig myself down in because it was too cold, so I had to block the wind, dig down further deep.
Okay.
Or if I needed to dig up plants or trees that I couldn't take care of.
You can't chop because you didn't bring an axe.
I didn't bring an axe. But I have a shovel.
But you have a shovel, so you could.
Yeah, and there's a blade on it. And I got double-sided blade.
Oh, true. Smart. All right. One more game.
Okay.
One more game. Support. Who was your biggest supporter in your life, in your business?
My father is a big supporter of me, and my mother, big time, that really has helped support me through the years. I would have to also say that my late Uncle Warren, whenever I went to a new job or had an opportunity to leave a company because I had an opportunity for another company to go to, my Uncle Warren and my Aunt Janice, I always called them and said, hey, this is what's coming up. For instance, Harvey Hall, I'm leaving to go to the Young Woolridge. Here's what I have, here's the package, what are your thoughts? And we would go through the whole thing. Same thing when I went to the hospital to raise the money for the cancer center. The same thing when I went to Klein, DeNatale, Goldner and said, hey, can you help me on this? But then I go back through and I look at my daughters. My daughters have been very instrumental in my life, and they still are today, and I love them dearly. But my daughters really are kind of an inspiration outside of my family of mom and dad and my uncle and aunt. My daughters are really, someone who I really lean on a lot. And
that was lovely. Thank you for sharing that. Well, Kevin, if someone needed to get a hold of you, can you talk into that camera and tell them how to get a hold of you?
Yeah, you can reach out K Burton. So K Burton at kleinlaw.com. It's KBURTON at KLEIN law.com. Or you can reach me on my cell phone. It's the easiest, 661-333-0889.
Well, if you enjoyed this show, then go find our main show. This week's episode, we're going to talk about that specific something that's missing from your business, and also what does it take to really grow your business. Remember to like, subscribe, click the bell, and leave a comment, and we'll see you next week.